Good morning. I want to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you as we gather to celebrate a truly special occasion, the graduation of our incredible fifth graders. It is with great joy and pride that we applaud these young people who have grown, learned, and thrived throughout their time in Love Hall. As an educator and as a parent of two children who also began their journeys right here in Love Hall, I know just how emotional this day can be. I remember all too well gathering in the Learning Commons for the kissing hand and pre-first, helping little hands let go just a little bit, and wondering how it was possible that this chapter could pass so quickly. And yet, here we are. If we were to create a time capsule to capture the memories throughout Love Hall, what would be included? Maybe a feather boa from Fun Dance, or a tie-dye t-shirt from Lovestock, a shield or other prop from Ancient Civilizations Parade, a beloved desk pet, the green lei from a birthday celebration, or maybe those first and last day school photos that remind us just how much can change in just a few short years. Tucked alongside those memories would be something even more meaningful. The letters they wrote themselves last week to their future selves, letters they'll read as seniors at the Alpha Omega celebration, which, believe it or not, will be here before you know it. This past weekend at Commencement, our graduating seniors were reminded of a powerful truth by the two class co-presidents, both of whom, like the students we honor here today, began their journeys right here in Love Hall. They shared these words: "When you treat every moment as preparation for something else, to become someone ready for the future, you forget that you are already someone worth celebrating." That message feels especially fitting this morning. Our fifth graders are absolutely ready for middle school. They are excited to navigate new hallways without the expectation of walking in a single file line at a voice level 1, to store snacks in their locker and to discover everything else that awaits them. And while they are eager for the future, today gives us the chance to pause and celebrate exactly who they are right now: curious, capable, kind, and wonderfully themselves. For you as parents, this moment likely brings a swirl of emotions. There is immense pride, certainly, but also nostalgia. You remember the nervous first days, the Halloween parades, the pumpkin carvings with Dad, pulling up a seat in the cafeteria on breakfast for lunch days, and all the ordinary moments that, in hindsight, were anything but ordinary. As Westminster alum Ed Helms lamented in the series finale of The Office, "I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days before they were actually left them." As parents, your unwavering love, support, and presence have played an indispensable role in your child's growth. You've trusted us with your most treasured people, and we are so grateful for that. You've also partnered with our faculty, whose passion and commitment have helped guide your children every step of the way. And woven through all those memories is something truly extraordinary: the village you have created together. This class has been supported by an incredible community of parents who have shown up for one another and for these children in ways both large and small. You have volunteered, organized, cheered, comforted, and celebrated together. You have built friendships that have strengthened not only your own families, but our entire Love Hall community. It has been our great privilege to partner with you and to watch your children grow into the extraordinarily young people they are today. So this morning, as we celebrate the end of one beautiful chapter and the beginning of another, let us pause and savor this milestone. Let us celebrate these children not only for where they are headed, but for exactly who they are in this moment. Remember, these are the good old days. So once again, congratulations to this very special class of fifth graders, and thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being part of this journey. May the road ahead be filled with discovery, joy, and purpose, and may the love and connection that grew within the walls of Love Hall follow your children on the rest of their journey throughout Westminster and beyond. Thank you.
Each year, the 5th grade homeroom teachers compose a special haiku for every student in their class that highlights their strengths and unique gifts. Now presenting the Peterson homeroom. Tenley tie. Inches must contain an accumulation of kindness and wisdom. George Trammell, always quick to lend his giant, beaming smile and generous heart. Lily Martinez Ortiz, so true to her name, she has blossomed before us, wisdom to behold. Ruth Vigil, half a pair, yet you alone play, dance, and warm us, one of a kind, Ruth. Anya Jayaswal, her hand in the air, eager soul who wants to know what life has waiting. Cruz Cooper, with a witty grin, he brings you into a world entrenched in wonder. Michelle Shue, bright and quick-witted, she dazzles us all with her true love of learning. Harrison Rutledge, ideas spill like light, emanating from his mind, a beacon for all. Neva Bivek, a true wildcat heart, as if she's always been here, loyal, loving, warm. Sebastian Smith, a serene surface hides the complex depths beneath, treasures to unfold. Elisa Suman, a quiet power, she shares the spotlight with all, gentle in her strength. William Skelgen, mischievous muse, a bright and funny spirit, armed with a smile. Virginia Izell, if joy had a face, it would look like hers, always beaming with splendor. Isha Baumrind, hungry for learning and for snacks. Persistent in all her endeavors. William Anderson, intellect wrapped in the drive to always be a better, kinder friend. Charlotte Ermintrout, past the choppy waves, navigating school's deep seas, ready to dive in.
Presenting Miss Pete's homeroom. Emerson Fleming. Grace and grit combined, where she goes, hard work follows, the best big sister. Kendall Mackey. A big heart, gentle soul, hugs that make hard days feel small, soft strength all around. Sadie Chappell. Witty and strong-willed, there's never a dull moment with the queen of snacks. Colby Walsh. He joined with a grin, greets with warmth and eager eyes, a Pokemon guru. Aiden Solta. Thoughtful worker and a mythology expert, accepts everyone. Ellie Druix-Ewing. Bubbly and focused, an enthusiastic helper, joy walks in with her. Bill Stallworth, quiet, steady grind, he makes hard work look effortless, cool without trying. Isabel Griffin, her voice stands for truth. Shelves will hold her words. A Pulitzer waits. Carrick Soares, stats, stories, and scores. Diligence in every task, the future voice of sports. Georgie Griffith, a heart this selfless, changes people without knowing. That is her magic. Lucas Camacho always stays humble. He is uno de uno, truly loved by all. Ella Hawkins, she's poised yet fiery, filled with strong integrity, a true and faithful friend. Isla Jen, spunky and graceful, she shines both on and off the ice. Her giggle spreads love. Donish Smith, with quiet charm, he's grounded and hardworking, a calm observer. Ryan Glover, playful and funny, with pure positivity and a sly half smile. Emily Whitmer, a logic puzzle whiz, meets every challenge with drive, never doubt her strength.
Now presenting the Kaufman homeroom, Russell Campbell. Sweet as morning light, she lifts others, humbly strong, girly, kind, and true. Ivan Yadav, coolest kid around, games and laughter by his side, clever as they come. Cricket Carmack, she's Sheila the Great, a creative mind and soul. Joy fills up the room. Diane Chow, big swimmer she flies. In lanes her strength is showcased. Silly, joy-filled laughs. Charlie Gilliland, sweetness in her smile, bulldog spirit in her heart, commits to the bit. Emily McClellan, sweet manners always, positive growth in her heart, a true work ethic. Krish Sharma, lovely soul he brings, empathy guides all he does, peace follows his steps. Arvin Lewis, a kind knowing grin, soccer, friends, and football games, joy at recess time. Hayes Rice, big heart leads the way, helping others in all ways, never quits, keeps going. Alvina Chen, her intelligence shines through each bright conversation, sweet giggle follows. Trey Moore, easygoing soul, drumming life in his own way, always so playful. McLean Getz, laughter fills the room, silly jokes and printed goods, happiness sparkles. Carl Q, he is called Gambler, robotics sparks his thinking, Ambi fills his heart. Alina Zhang, writing shines within her, goofy moves that make us laugh, friend who lifts us up. Levi Kansas, quiet, gentle heart, adventures pull him forward, negotiator.
Now presenting the Derbyshire homeroom. Aya Tuku, bright joy in her smile, embraces every lesson, thoughtful, constant friend. Jack Weininger, he lights up the stage, ideas spark and dance freely, he makes space for all. Elliot Kimball, shining soccer star, a sweet social butterfly, radiant in pink. Eileen, Jen, eternal sunshine, strives for every challenge, riddles twist her mind. Kyra Lucci Perry, volleyball soars high, honored queen of pushes strength, the friendship expert. Amelia Chen, runs through worlds and books, enchanted by graphic frames, loyal, caring friend. Smith McDonald, cheers for Notre Dame, football spirals, baseball flies, dreams sharp in his mind. Eliza Reimer, heartfelt compassion, she cheers for Blue Jay home runs, adventure is home. Rayant Sharma, kings and bishops clash, eager for any challenge, math runs through his mind. Catherine Lang, fencing foil flies, her own tale's strong heroine, eyes fixed on the prize. Hodge Craft, lends a hand to all, snakes and science fill his world, eyes bright at each thought. Ginger Veach, bold and unafraid, hints of mischief in her grin, she's always herself. Crawford Richards, first smile of my day, he lives for the game day roar, always in motion. Isabella Lowand, pop culture expert, a kind heart and joyful smile, ever faithful friend. Winnie Harbin, leads with voice and heart, dramatic flair and sparkle, cheers for everyone. Brandon Zhang, curious learner, codes robots with intense joy, stories are his world.
Presenting the Bradham Homeroom, Gemma Bailey, a future author, vocabulary expert, master of the pen. Hugo Hoffman, bright and logical, chicken aficionado. Numbers spark his mind. Livy Gomel, still bibliophile, brings quiet contemplation, life in harmony. Arden Jarbo, a beautiful heart, jigsaw dissectologist, moves with grace and poise. Charlotte Franklin, evanescent light, serious about softball, always a kind friend. Eli Payne, kind heart, ready smile, laughter follows him always, talented scholar. Mila Madden, inquisitive mind, cherishes being with friends, calm will guide her way. Caden Lynn, wires spark, gears turn, a talented musician, equations take flight. Serafina D'Angelo, tenacious student, she belts out Billy Joel songs while dancing with joy. Robert Sherrill, wearing the best socks, his moral compass shining into all he does. Zoe Monte, energetic zest. Hasn't she always been here? Friends always nearby. Lucy Keenum, keen wit, glowing spark, happiest when with her crew, shining with promise. Jacob Gow, cultivates success with drive and dedication, a smile like sunshine. Dylan Blake, small but powerful, confidently purposeful, pinky-toed dancing. Hannah Wright. Bright hues wash the page, work aligned with perfect grace, spirit full of play. Matthew Yazvinsky, quick and witty tongue, on the brink of brilliant things, Rubik's Cube master.
And finally, presenting Mr. Marine's class, Virginia Fletcher. Her smile radiates faithful honesty and joy, generous spirit. Matthew Merritt, the best big brother, with the eye of the tiger, baseball MVP. Mariana Olguin, quiet confidence. This positive role model leads by example. Porter Moister, charming zest for life with infinite potential, Lacrosse Hall of Fame. Blythe Powell, jumping to new heights. Her spirit brightens our world, Renaissance woman. Oliver Macaulay, humble and sincere, he brings out the best in us. WCAT superstar. Virginia Williams, V-dubs to her friends. She is wise beyond her years, Miss Dependable. Stav Oren, her care for creatures reveals a warmth and passion to better our world. Catherine Mylod, all in, all the time. Compassionate and thoughtful, a soccer legend. Annie Walmsley, 1 in a million, fearless when taking a risk and serving others. RJ Sauertag, natural leader with a strong moral compass, GQ fashion sense. Caroline Bro, ice rinks, soccer fields. This smart student athlete wins with kindness and grace. Tatum Wick, master work ethic with a brave heart full of joy, the truest of friends. Bennett Brock, titanic knowledge and imagination make this scholar awesome. Layla Hafiz, warmth in every word, respect in every friendship, success every day. Alton Farr, T-Rex, oh my gosh, speeds around the baseball field, leads in the classroom.
Yes, a round of applause for them. They're so beautiful and handsome and wonderful, wonderful students. Before we sing our first song, we're going to give you an opportunity to please take out your phones, take out your camera. This is the one chance during the program where all 96 of them are going to be on the risers together. So I'm going to step out of the way and give you a chance to snap that great photo now, and then we'll move to our first song.
feels weird. Like, we're excited, obviously. We made it through 5th grade, which at times felt like a reality show where the challenges were math tests, group projects, and trying to avoid getting called on when you didn't do the reading. But for some of us, this year didn't start out easy. Being new meant walking into a place where everyone already had their people, their place, their inside jokes, and you were just there, trying to find where you fit. And sometimes that takes longer than you think it will. There are moments this year felt lonely. Moments where I wondered if things would ever click for me the way they seemed to for everyone else. But somewhere along the way, things started to shift. Maybe it was a conversation that lasted longer. Maybe it was a laugh that felt genuine. Maybe it was a person who didn't feel like an absolute stranger anymore. Maybe not all at once. Maybe not in some big, obvious moment, but slowly. And then one day, you look around and you realize you're not on the outside anymore. You're part of something. And maybe it didn't happen at the beginning of the year. Maybe it didn't even happen until the end. But that doesn't make it any less real or special or meaningful. As Miss Pete taught us, sometimes the best parts of a story don't happen when we expect them to. And somewhere in all that, we learned about the quieter things too, like what it feels like when someone unexpectedly makes an ordinary day feel special. If there's one thing that 5th grade taught us, it's that we are more capable than we think. We learned things that once seemed impossible. We messed up, we tried again, and we did it. We made it. All the decisions we have made have led us here, to this moment. I have so many good memories. Running around Miss Derbyshire's room like chickens with our heads caught off because we were getting ready for the mythology parade. Like almost dying on the basket swing because my friends wanted to go higher. And I'm sure we'll have even more beautiful memories in middle school. Middle school sounds exciting and slightly terrifying, but if we can make it through the hard, the confusing, and the parts that didn't go as expected from 5th grade, we can make it through middle school. We entered this grade as a group of kids who didn't really know each other, and we left as something more. When we're older, we'll look back on the small, unimportant moments, and we'll see something more. Because even in the small moments, we were learning, growing, and finding ourselves. I'm so proud of everything and everyone, and I had the time of my life fighting dragons with you. Because whether we're ready or not, it's time.
The memories in 5th grade are unforgettable. As 5th graders, we were the leaders of Love Hall. Little pre-firsters would look up to us. There are many fun and exciting memories in 5th grade, but one stands out. That event was the overnight camp. This camp had so many fun and exciting things, like the campfire, shooting arrows, riding in a canoe, and best of all, the concession stand. Waiting in line, watching my friends come out with tasty treats, realizing there are only 6 items to purchase. It was still worth it. 5th grade stands out because it's the best grade. The teachers always have a smile on their faces when we enter the room. They try so hard to make us the best we could possibly be. That's what makes 5th grade so amazing. I will always remember 5th grade because of my classmates, teachers, field trips, and the awesome events. My favorite event was the Christmas pageant because I was one of the 3 kings. Listening to the drums playing, I walked down the aisle, my heart matching their beat. Another memory was the Design to Thrive showcase. I liked presenting my hard work to the 5th grade parents. My team designed the catcher. The catcher would catch the sticky juice from the popsicle, and it would prevent your hands from getting sticky. In conclusion, being a 5th grader has been an awesome adventure, and I wanted to say thank you, lower school teachers, for everything you have done. I'll carry these amazing memories with me throughout the rest of my days at Westminster.
Over my past 6 years at Love Hall, I've learned so much, but not just how to read and write or spell. I've learned how to trust and build friendships with kids I didn't know. So when I was teeny tiny in pre-first, way back when in COVID, it was challenging to walk into a room full of strangers. I remember being scared, but not because I didn't want to leave my parents, but because I didn't really know what lay beyond the door labeled Henson McCarthy. When I stepped into the room, I remember feeling small. I was small. Although making friends usually came naturally to me, I was very nervous. Little did I know that 6 years later, some of the kids in that classroom would be my best friends. Friends who I can trust, lean on, and feel free to be myself around. If I didn't have the courage to walk into that room the very first day, I don't know where I'd be now. So actually, the main thing I've learned at Love Hall is that facing fears can be challenging or scary. But after that moment, I'll never have to do it alone. Now, as I move up in the world, I know that my friends always have my back. I know this because during the last stretch of 3rd grade, my friends and I found out that our friend Sophie Smith was moving to Pittsburgh. This made all of us sad because she was a super fun and nice person to be around. On behalf of all my friends, we all wish that she was sitting in the audience right now. She was also disappointed to leave us in this amazing school. But if my friends from that very first day had never helped me when I needed them most, we would have never had the ambition to go on a super cool scavenger hunt for a going away party. Even now in 5th grade, I found ways to bond with kids I didn't know. For example, 16 new students joined the class of 2033. I've gotten to know them and truly formed friendships with, yet again, kids I hadn't ever met before. I've spent time with them and have grown to really respect and relate to them. Even though we all have different backgrounds, personalities, and heritage, we are able to bond in unimaginable ways. I started this year off with having a good group of friends, but I'm leaving this year with so much more. And I can't wait to see what middle school brings. But if I'm scared or get a bad grade, I know that I have friends who have my back. Now, as I reflect on those 3 times, I realize that friendship is more than trading bracelets. It's being able to trust, love, guide, help, and lean on each other in a pinch.
When many people get asked the question, what will you imagine the future to be like? They usually think of some high-tech world full of robots. Maybe they think that in the future they will be rich or famous. Yet, when I ask you the question about the academic future, people tend to pause. Now I ask you this question, what do you imagine your future will be like? I challenge you to answer this not from your perspective, yet to think of all of us as a class. What do you imagine our future will look like together? In class of 2033, we've learned to work together even when the situation gets tough. We've faced many challenges throughout the year. We've also learned the skills of responsibility through our wonderful teachers. They helped us grow into the inspiring young scholars we are today. When it comes to the future, we are prepared. We have experienced friendships, challenges, success, leadership, to face fear as if we were lions roaring on top of the mountain of challenge. Love Hall has taught us all those skills. Yet, we also must remember that we have to include others in our class, no matter if they started in 5th grade, 6th grade, or even kindergarten. I remember the first day of ever being at Westminster. Everything looked mighty tall, and I felt very small. As a young child, I was nervous, and I still am to this day. So when I went to sit at my spot, I started to cry. I tried to play with many people, but they turned me down, until one little girl wanted to play with me. I've had many friends throughout my duration of Love Hall, but the first friend you will always remember. When we move to middle school, I encourage you to make one new friend, to make them feel welcome in a wildcat manner. Our time throughout Love Hall was wonderful. We will miss every single teacher that we've had, yet it is time to say goodbye. We are prepared for 6th grade and for all the years to come. Class of 33 will go on to do inspiring things, to face challenges yet overcome them. Who knows, maybe even cure cancer. This year is wonderful. We have acquired so many skills that we need, Yet next year, I want to challenge you to continue becoming the best version of yourself, to continue building your knowledge, and most importantly, to continue being the best Wildcats you can be.
Please bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for gifting us such an extraordinary fifth grade year. Thank you for providing us with a dedicated faculty and staff who guided us through the final stretch of our journey in the fall. Thank you for our families who love and support us every single day of our lives. Thank you for our friends who are always there for us through our ups and downs. We ask you to grant us a safe, happily filled summer vacation as we explore new activities. Please watch over us as we enter middle school and a new chapter of our lives this fall. We honor you with our words and actions and are grateful for every day you provide us. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
just like to thank our musicians for everything that you have added to this morning's graduation ceremony, and particularly our speakers who were just outstanding. If we could offer another round of applause for our speakers, it's just terrific. You know, I often think that at the 5th grade graduation, in this final moment, this final milestone at Love Hall, that you walk in as 5th graders and you walk out as the class of 2033. Walk in as 5th graders, walk out as the class of 2033. Now, you might ask the question, so what is the difference between being a 5th grader and being a member of the class of 2033? Well, at Westminster, different classes come together and they reflect different ways and different kinds of important parts of how they're going to be together. And as I was listening to your teachers talk to you all, what I was hearing were words like compassion, kindness, enthusiasm, trying hard, persisting, lots of particular interests that this class has, lots of things that you all will carry together with you when you go to the middle school. Things that are inside of each one of you individually, but also now things that are part of the class of 2033. And so that leaves you really with 2 jobs to do when you get to the middle school. Job number 1 is you're going to have some new classmates. I think you know that your class is suddenly going to welcome in a whole bunch of new Wildcats, which is probably one of the most exciting things that happens over in the middle school in 6th grade. But here's your job. All those things that are part of the class of 2033 that you all have demonstrated and built and grown and committed to here at Love Hall, you then share with all of your new classmates, and they become part of the class of 2033. They bring new things also, but the kinds of ways of being, the kinds of values, and all those different things that we heard about as you walked in, you convey to them. And then, as you're doing that, you also turn into explorers. You come into the middle school, suddenly a big new world, suddenly has different opportunities that have been here at Love Hall, but opportunities that you're ready for, opportunities that you're ready to take advantage of, things that you can explore that perhaps you've been looking forward to doing. And now finally in the middle school, there's an opportunity to say, I'm going to actually try to add some new things to the class of 2033. And before too long, just as happened this past Sunday, you're over on the front steps, right at the bottom of the front steps of Presley, graduating as a senior member of the class of 2033, but you're still doing the hand motions of the alma mater when we sing it at graduation. It's like something that you learned at Love Hall, that you teach the rest of the class, and it represents the way that seeds are planted here at Love Hall that end up being with you and growing throughout your entire Westminster experience. And so congratulations to the class of 2033. You have been remarkable on your way through Love Hall, and we expect even more remarkable things of you as you find your way through the rest of Westminster. Round of applause for the class of 2033. Parents and family, thank you so much for being with us today. This has been a real pleasure to collect all of the people who are important in the lives of these young people as they move to the next big milestone in their Westminster experience. What we're going to ask you all to do is to dismiss and join us for a reception in the Learning Commons. The class of 2033 is going to follow, so they're going to hang here for a minute and meet you and catch up with you over in the Learning Commons down the hall to my right and round the corner. Thank you very much.
Parents, if you would actually please stay seated for a moment and allow our students to gather their instruments and exit first. And once they have all exited, then you're welcome to join us in the Learning Commons. Thank you, President Evans.